Equal access to affordable, decent housing solutions and job creation are top items on the agenda of policymakers. We have details on two programs which seek to assist those efforts right here on this midweek edition of the Jamaica magazine. First, our weekly examination of government strategic priorities places focus on the Ministry of Agriculture's Sugar Workers Housing Program. Then beneficiaries of the Jamaica Emergency Employment Program, JEEP, share their experiences. All that in addition to the news of the day and so much more as the magazine unfolds. I'm Adrian Atkinson, your guide through today's pages. Stick around.
A healthy and educated people living in a clean, natural environment, reducing crime, improving the justice system and governance, building a prosperous economy. It's not just a vision, it's reality. Learn about the plan. Join the vision.
My country, Jamaica, has a rich heritage and is very unique. If we all pull together, we can make it the place of choice to
live, work, raise family, and to do business.
For more information on Vision 2030, call the Planning Institute of Jamaica or visit vision2030.gov.jm, your parish library, school library, or the Jamaica Information Service.
Good day, I'm Andrea Chisholm, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, November 13. The President of the Republic of Haiti, His Excellency Michel Martelly, arrived in Jamaica Wednesday afternoon for a three-day state visit. Mr. Martelly was met on arrival at the Norman Mandy International Airport by the Governor-General, Prime Minister, and other senior government officials. Prime Minister Simpson Miller says the visit will serve to deepen the long-standing friendship that both countries enjoy. The Haitian leader is to hold talks with the Prime Minister and members of the Cabinet, as well as heads of executive agencies and the private sector on a range of bilateral, regional and multilateral issues. President Martelly and his delegation will leave the island on Friday, November 15. Approximately 1,400 small banana and plantain farmers in traditional growing parishes are set to benefit from close to €5 million or 660 million Jamaican dollars over the next 4 years. This follows the signing of two contracts by Agriculture Minister Roger Clark and the European Union Ambassador to Jamaica Tuesday. The EU grant-funded Banana Accompanying Measures program will be administered by the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, RADA.
These funds will be used mainly to provide capacity building and technical assistance to AIBGA, support the establishment of a commercial entity for the AIBGA, strengthen the district branches into production clusters, provide infrastructural improvement for AIBGA's stores and facilities.
The second contract seeks to assist the Banana Board's efforts to increase profitability of the subsector by establishing best practices in production and marketing. The Banana Board is to update and transfer its production, diagnostic and technology protocol service. A nursery operation will also be developed for the production of new and conventional banana varieties. Jamaica's ornamental fish industry is positioning itself to tap into the multi-million US dollar market. To support that, 100 fish farmers are being presented with a manual entitled the Jamaica Ornamental Fish Quality Assurance Program, which will guide, standardize, and certify their operations for export. The manual was developed by the Competitiveness Company with the aid of the Social Development Commission, Melinda Gates Foundation, and the United States Agency for International Development, USAID. Agriculture and Fisheries Minister Roger Clark has endorsed the publication, saying the Quality Assurance Program will help the local industry grow into an internationally accepted and viable export industry that can take advantage of the $400 million US dollar market.
With even a small fraction of this large market, as low as 1%, Jamaican ornamental fish could earn significant foreign exchange for Jamaica, up to $4 million US.
As the country continues celebrating Youth Month, tertiary graduates are being targeted for a work experience program that begins in less than a week. The Youth Ministry's Graduate Work Experience Program, GWEP, begins November 18 with a batch of 100 tertiary graduates who are having difficulty finding employment due to lack of work experience. They will be placed for a period of internship in public and private sector entities. They are the first of 300 young people who will be trained under the project, which is being administered by the National Youth Service. Meanwhile, Youth Minister Lisa Hanna has also announced that the NYS is inviting existing non-governmental and community-based organizations to submit proposals for innovative youth programs. It's one of several activities to mark Youth Month, which Minister Hanna says will this year extend beyond November and begin a year-long program that will feed into a 5-year strategic plan that's more responsive and relevant to the current challenges facing young people. Other activities on the agenda for this month include 40 projects to support children's homes, community centers, and other facilities island-wide with the support of NYS volunteers. The Youth Service will also retain a core of volunteers to give support in selected children's homes and will contract 5 life coaches who will work with young persons in 5 selected homes. And finally, students are again being encouraged to stay in school and avoid gangs. The charge came from National Security Minister Peter Bunting in an address to students at the Halfway Tree Transport Center as part of an initiative to reduce loitering in the bus park.
If you drop out of school, you're 6 times more likely to become a gang member. If you become a gang member, you are 10 times more likely to end up in prison or dead. We don't want that for you. We want discipline, we want order, and you can still be cool and have fun.
As part of its crime prevention program, the National Security Ministry partnered with the Art of Living Foundation to bring a series of social intervention initiatives to target groups across Jamaica. The latest initiative was the screening of a documentary entitled Songs of Redemption to sensitize students about the operations of the prison systems and the changes they will encounter if they are convicted of crimes. And that's it for GIS News today. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Thank you for watching.
Family,
School,
church,
community.
all important agents of change in our society.
They influence what we think about ourselves, our surroundings, and how we see the roles of males and females.
Let's all work together for equality for all Jamaicans.
Let's make Jamaica a place where both males and females have equal access to a good education, good jobs, the best health care, and opportunities for the good of the country.
Males and females are different, but it doesn't mean they're not equal.
Let's build a Jamaica that doesn't discriminate. Become an agent of change.
One aspect of enabling effective social inclusion is ensuring access to affordable housing for all Jamaicans. It's a priority item that the government has made significant strides towards achieving. Here's the effort to ensure sugar workers are able to secure suitable living arrangements.
I would like to see those barracks become a relic of the past.
I feel glad enough because we have been waiting for years and now it's finally coming true.
Clara is among hundreds of persons benefiting from a program dedicated to elevating the living conditions of Jamaican sugar workers.
The time has now come for a fundamental and sustainable transformation of the way sugar workers live. The barracks relocation project was therefore conceived to build decent houses and decent communities for the current and future generations.
It's part of what's called social inclusion, a governance model identified by the Portia Simpson Miller administration as one of its strategic priorities for the 2013-2014 financial year. Through the Sugar Barracks Relocation Project, Clara and others are enjoying the security of a safe, decent place within which to take shelter. The pride that comes with fulfilling a lifelong, sometimes intergenerational goal, and the freedom of having an asset with which to trade, secure loans, and provide the equity for other income-generating ventures.
The government, with the support of the European Union, under the Accompanying Measures for Sugar program, has decided that all residents of the Sugar Estate barracks identified by the Sugar Transformation Unit are to be relocated to new housing developed on excluded estate lands.
About 876 sugar workers will benefit from approximately 398 houses on 7 sites across the parishes of Westmoreland, Trelawney, St. Thomas and Clarendon. The project is being funded by the European Union to the sum of $1.4 billion.
We are happy to contribute to a sector with such a great potential and are confident that this excellent level of cooperation will continue.
A major consideration of the project is restoring dignity to the hard-working men and women who toil unending to bring sugar and its byproducts to our tables.
When rain fall, we wet up and so on, hurricane come and blow off the top them, but now I'm glad say it a change. So I'm not going to have them problem there anymore.
The dwellings are to be provided at the rate of 1 building per family, including toilet and cooking facilities. The land space will be adequate for housing as well as small-scale economic activities.
This speaks to another component of the barracks relocation exercise, which is to eliminate the marginalization of sugar workers.
We are rolling out an ambitious raft of projects to support improvements to social and economic infrastructure in sugar areas. These include Cane Roads rehabilitation, regional drainage project, and projects to improve clinics, schools, and sporting facilities.
Plans are also on the books for shops, markets, post offices, churches, playfields, industrial areas, community centers, and police stations where necessary in sugar barracks communities. This enabling environment will provide job opportunities and encourage community participation as it sets out to build human capacity.
Overall, we will spend some $3.4 billion over the next 4 years on our social programs.
Ground has been broken for schemes in all 4 parishes, with advance work taking place on the Steelfield relocation site in Trelawney. This $215 million scheme will house some 97 former and current sugar workers from 39 homes. In Clarendon, the Springfield relocation site is to house 209 occupants. The value of this project is $160.4 million. The largest of the schemes is in St. Thomas and is shared between Stokes Hall and Hampton Court with 225 houses. Now in its infrastructure stages, the $305.8 million project will house 486 residents once completed. Over in Westmoreland, serious headway is being made on the Barham, Shrewsbury and Maysmore sites. The 46 houses here are intended for 84 residents. Work is expected to be completed on all sites by November 2014.
Getting these houses right now is very nice because we know so we come from a poor class, you know, and if we did feel build a house in this time and age, you know, it would take a lot. And we want to thank the government of Jamaica, thank the EU for what they have done for us.
Housing sugar workers, making good on the promise to provide decent shelter for all. Improving the lives of citizens in sugar communities, making social inclusion a Jamaican reality.
We are men with a message, and the youth them need to hear this.
We know everything about thug life.
Been there, done that.
Prison and a nice place, stay in school.
Serious thing I tell you.
And a joke thing this. They can't tell me about hungry.
That's no excuse. Leave the badness alone.
Nobody narrate you.
Them just afraid of you. Live positive, remember.
A gang is a dead end.
A message from the Ministry of National Security.
The Jamaica Emergency Employment Program, JEEP, is up and running, and already over 37,000 persons have benefited. Next, we highlight the impact of the program on the lives of ordinary Jamaicans.
Come aboard the Jamaica Emergency Employment Program, JEEP. Let's go follow its trail to see the communities and the lives touched by this transformational program.
The JEEP is up and running. I invite you to step up for a ride.
Launched on March 22, 2012, JEEP was initiated as a vehicle for social and economic mobilization through the provision of employment opportunities, particularly for vulnerable Jamaicans from the lower economic strata, including those with special needs and low skill sets.
But JEEP is about more than just getting a work. It is restoring the dignity of people. It is about putting our unemployed to productive work and much more.
As at June 2013, over 39,000 persons have been employed under the program.
Total cost for JEEP is $6.5 billion. $5 billion of that comes from JDIP, Rescope JDIP, and Petrocaribe. The remainder comes from the ministry's department and agencies which are taking part in the project.
Participants have been provided with short-term employment in labor-intensive areas, education, agriculture, and in office administration. The program is being implemented by several government and non-government organizations, including the Ministries of Transport Works and Housing, Agriculture and Fisheries, Education, Labor and Social Security, Tourism and Entertainment, as well as the National Housing Trust, Heart Trust NTA, and Food for the Poor Jamaica. Support for the program has also been coming from the private sector.
What we did as a ministry was we carved out a budget and we created a program for persons between the ages of 18 to 30 who are unemployed and vulnerable. And essentially what we have asked is that the corporate entities, private sector persons, take these persons on for a period of 6 months, with the ministry paying 3 months of that period and the corporate entity paying the other 3 months.
It's do a lot for me, financially wise, I can do certain things now because I have a work. I'm not idle, like on the road every day walking up and down, so, and it keeps me to focus.
If all the workers turn out to be like the one we got, then there should be quite an opportunity for a company that would embrace this program, and I would really recommend it to other employers.
Since the commencement of the program, over 200 corporate entities have come on board across the island and employed a total of over 450 persons. Of the 450 persons who completed the 6 months tenure, we have a total of over 175 individuals who gained long-term employment.
I didn't have a job, and working, they give you a chance to prove yourself. And if you're a hard worker and decided to say, yeah, I really want a job, look how small it is, because as baby steps. When you start somewhere and you have the determination and hard work, you truly would reach where you want to go.
When Tamara came, she basically fit in. It normally takes time for everyone to fit in and things, but she adjusted just like everyone else that comes inside of the system. So she basically worked for a spot in the company.
As at June 2013, 950 infrastructure projects have been implemented island-wide. 5 agricultural resuscitation projects have begun, and 650 housing units have been built for indigent and low-income households, including persons in the eastern parishes who were affected by Hurricane Sandy. 550 units are left to be built. Training is also an important component of the program.
Under JEEP, we have over 400 persons who have been trained through the Ministry of Labor and Social Security on-the-job training program. Now, after this group of persons would have been trained, they are going to be certified by HART. Additionally, we have another program which is run through the Secretariat, the Jeep Secretariat, and the Heart program and Build Youth. This one takes in about 35 persons drawn from inner city communities, and they are being trained in construction. Again, at the end of this, these persons are going to be certified by Heart.
I've learned steel fixing, carpentry, and masonry. So in the meantime, while I'm doing this, I'm uplifting myself more and learning more and more about the construction. So it has benefited me well, and it's helping me right now to getting even employed.
From not having a skill to having a skill, it's an awesome feeling because you can do something new, you understand?
Though Jeep is not intended to be a permanent fix to Jamaica's unemployment issues, it has certainly created employment across a wide spectrum of industries and identified opportunities for job creation.
We love it still, you know? Go on more regular, because when them things are going on, you know, find a man say, boy, I got to do this, I got to thief, I got to, you know, say I have rough that morning, it's either I'm going to carry some cement and some concrete. You get me?
They can continue with it to help others who are willing to work. Now, who decide to just skeleton, others who are willing to work for what they want.
Maintained roads, clean gullies, a boost in our agricultural production, beautification projects, newly constructed houses, and employment opportunities. Undoubtedly, Jeep is making a positive difference in the lives of Jamaicans.
It's one of the best ideas this year so far, because the way I see it, instead of teaching the youth to destroy, it's best to teach them to use their hands and build something.
Jeep will continue. We have seen where many persons have benefited, and the government has decided that they are going to continue the program, certainly for this financial year.
For more information on Jeep, call 754-2584 or visit the Ministry of Transport Works and Housing's website, mtw.gov.jm/Jeep. Project application forms are also available on the website. The Jamaica Emergency Employment Program, creating employment, building partnerships, transforming communities. Finger-licking jerk chicken, Helcher fish and bami, will run down yam and banana, roast breadfruit, sweet potato pudding. Jamaica food sweet. This November is Eat Jamaican Month, so let's make a pledge to use more local produce and less foreign goods. Let's grow what we eat and eat what we grow.
Stop smoking around me! Without cigarettes, the world will be much better. Smoking is bad for your health, and when grown-ups smoke around us, we are breathing in their smoke too.
Cigarette smoking is bad for your health and the health of those around you. Don't smoke around children. A message from the Pan American Health Organization.
Plans to establish a global logistics hub right here in Jamaica is big talk these days. But how many of us really understand how it will work and what benefits it will bring? Catch up on that information next.
Jamaica, the brand on the lips of the world. Friendly faces, exciting places, rich culture, salubrious climate, great food, blue mountains and white sand beaches intertwined with modern amenities and infrastructure creates a quality of life that's unsurpassed as a location for doing the business of global logistics. And the next big thing in the global supply chain, Jamaica is the future home of the 4th Global Logistics Hub, an integral part of the global trading system, facilitating global logistics. That is the movement of goods, persons, and data around the world. It will complement and complete the global supply chain and operate on the scale of the existing hubs, Rotterdam, Singapore, and Dubai. Logistics services have always existed to get products from producer to consumers. The difference today is that producers and consumers are dispersed across the globe. The continuing evolution of international trade has resulted in noticeable shifts in the major maritime and aviation trade corridors. The expansion of the Panama Canal in 2015 will lead to substantial redeployment of maritime traffic. Jamaica, with its prime geostrategic location, sits at the doorway of the Panama Canal, at the convergence of global trade corridors with easy air and sea access to major markets. The Jamaica Logistics Hub initiative will be an ideal location for global commerce and is attracting a wide range of producers and distributors from different countries, which will derive considerable benefits from enhanced logistics services. Jamaica gives global businesses easy access to an 800 million person market in the Americas with reduced delivery times, which enhances global trade. A global asset serving a global economy. Whether your businesses have in-house or outsourced logistics services, we invite you to leverage the speed and connectivity of Jamaica's logistics hub to get products to market quickly and grow your business. In addition, the expedited shipment of goods will result in reduced cost for your company and the end user. In addition to the existing infrastructure, new special economic zones, free zones, and logistics parks are being established with competitive tax regime options. This will provide a conducive business and living environment with easy access to North, Central, and South American markets. The ultimate aim of Jamaica's Logistics Hub initiative is to cluster global third-party logistics providers along with some of the largest global businesses. These industrial clusters, consisting of large, medium, and small enterprises, will operate from special economic zones and industrial parks spread across the country. For the manufacturer, the hub provides an opportunity for assembly and other value-added processes. Manufacturers and third-party logistics providers alike will utilize the world's leading airlines and shipping lines operating from world-class ports and airports, thereby allowing sea-to-sea, sea-to-air, and air-to-air connectivity to global markets. Jamaica is also well integrated into global telecommunication networks and boasts the only 3-tier data center in the region, facilitating digital processing and quality management systems. Tremendous opportunities await your business. The Jamaica Logistics Hub is ready to help you move products, people, services, and data into growing markets. A great place to do business, a great place to live, a great place to raise families. The third largest English-speaking country in the Western Hemisphere, with a well-trained workforce and a legislative and policy framework which support the business environment.
The Logistics Hub initiative will transform the Jamaican economy and further integrate Jamaica into the global economy. The hub means wealth creation, jobs and business opportunities for our country. Every Jamaican stands to benefit. That means you, your children, and your community.
The Jamaica Logistics Hub, ready to efficiently take your business to new and existing markets with the power of speed and connectivity. Jamaica is ready. Are you?
Our journey ends right now, but feel free to log on to our website, jis.gov.jm, for more information on government's programs and policies aimed at improving your lives. If you missed anything in this or previous episodes of the magazine, you're sure to find them on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/watchjis. And remember to tell us what you think by sending an email to jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm or connect with us on Twitter @JISNews. More information comes your way same time tomorrow. Until then, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Have yourselves a wonderful evening.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.